What's up guys, Ryan here from Mudgunner, and today it is a special day. It is the anniversary of the Battle of Mogadishu, which took place back in October 3rd, 1993, also known as Black Hawk Down, which an amazing movie. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about guns from that movie today. I actually just watched the video put up by Black Rifle Coffee last year for the 30-year anniversary. And that was a very good video. It explains a lot of what else happens that's not shown in the movie, because obviously the movie can only show so much. So I actually learned a lot more watching that video from Black Rifle Coffee. Go check that out. But yeah, crazy day, back then. And I just want to honor, the people that served and the people that took part in that event, because it was a pretty crazy battle. A lot of people lost their lives. A lot of people were injured. And yeah, it's come a long way since then. But I do really like, and I know I'm not the only one, there's a lot of people that do really like the guns from that movie. I think one of the main ones would be the Gary Gordon carbine, because we're all AR fanboys, and this is a modernized clone of it. None of what I have is exact, guys. I understand that this is just my versions of them, but what's very cool is you can just go and buy a Type A rifle, and it's called the Gordon carbine. The model on the lower is M4C, so it's not stamped Gordon carbine or anything like that, but it's just a modernized clone of what Gary Gordon was issued. So I'm not good with all the numbers, but I think in the movie he had a 733, but they said the movie is just like a modernized version of what he actually had. So yeah, in the movie he had a 733 with an Aimpoint Pro, but back in the day he would have had like an Aimpoint 3000 or 5000. Again, mine is modernized. It has an Aimpoint Pro on here. But what I really like about Type A's rifle is it's just a factory gun minus the suppressor and the sling. So you get a spray painted AR-15 with the mag, with an Aimpoint Pro on top, and you have something that really does look the part. And all you got to do is add a sling and a suppressor. And I would like to add a light to mine. I don't think I will go old school. I'll probably modernize that too. I want to get like a little top mounted one for the clamshell handguard here. So that's something that I would like to do. But suppressor wise, I'm running an Otter Creek OCM5. I know it looks weird when it's not painted. I will eventually paint it. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But yeah, this is an Otter Creek OCM5. Another thing with clone rifles and continuing to clone rifles is the more people that do it and the more people that get into cloning the old school rifles from either battles that took place or movies, whatever, video games, the more people that get into it, the more companies are going to want to produce that, like Type A, like Palmetto and H&R reproducing all the old school ones. If only we can get Colt to do that. You have Otter Creek, you have Allen Engineering still producing suppressors. So you have a lot of companies that are still producing these 30-plus-year-old designs, which I think is cool. So again, this is the Otter Creek OCM5. And the whole thing with this gun is it's not going to run properly without a suppressor. So if you do end up buying the Type A rifle, you will need to buy a suppressor to mount to it. And obviously it gets expensive, but yeah, that's just what I wanted to do. Because the Gordon carbine is a 12.5-inch SBR. You can buy the Type A Delta carbine, which is a 14.5 pin and weld. So that one's not an SBR, but I think you still need to buy a suppressor for it. And then you have the option of Allen Engineering, you have the option of Otter Creek. There might be some other ones out there now, but I missed out on the Allen Engineering 30-year anniversary Gothic Serpent cans last year, but I already had this one. So yeah, I do really like this gun. I have probably about 600-ish rounds to it. I want to do a video, like a standalone video on it for you guys. I've just been shooting it here and there. I'll show you a clip of me running a drill with it.
This man. 2549. And the Trigicon with the skin.
But yeah, I do really like it, and I'm just slowly getting more rounds on there. But I can tell you, it doesn't run properly without the suppressor. So if you buy something like this, do the suppressor. You can also build your own. That's very popular too. Sourcing all the parts and just building your own. Obviously, the old aim points are going to be a lot more expensive, so that's why I didn't mind buying this Type A build. But I really like it. It already has a nice upgraded trigger. It's like a 3.5 or 4 pound trigger. It's flat, but I know some people don't like the flat triggers. I don't mind it for this. And then I put a blue force gear sling on there. And again, I'm going to paint this, and I want a light on it at some point. So that's what I have there. And speaking of clone rifles, guys, I do this weekly viewer build series where I show off your builds, and every week is a different theme. I normally do them on Fridays, and tomorrow's theme is supposed to be viewer build clones, so clone rifles and whatnot, but I did not get enough submissions, so I'm thinking about pushing the viewer build video to Sunday. So if you would like to participate in that, because I do need some more pictures of clone rifles, Yeah, just send me a horizontal picture of your clone to my email. It is sales@atroxco.com, and it will be in this week's viewer build video. So I'm thinking Sundays when that's going to happen. This video is going up Thursday, so you have a couple days, but just try to get it to me by Saturday because that's when I'll record it. But yeah, if you haven't watched any of my viewer builds, again, it's just I do this every single week. It's a different theme every week, and I show off your gun. But yeah, if you want to participate in that, it's a pretty cool video series. And again, just describe it from tip all the way to butt, and you will be in this Sunday's viewer build video. So again, the theme is clone rifles, and send it to my email, sales@atroxco.com. And then just some other, I guess, mentions from the movie. I'm gonna turn this into the Randy Shugar M1A. So he was the other sniper that was killed along with Gary Gordon. If you don't know the story, watch the movie. I know there's books and there's tons of information out there on it. But yeah, the other sniper that was killed with Gary Gordon was Randy Shugar, and he was running an M1A, and his had an aim point red dot on it as well, like a 3 or 5,000. I am probably going to do an aim point 9,000 L because someone sold one to our store. It's basically a longer version of this. It's like a tube red dot, but it's still just a red dot. So I'm going to put an aim point 9,000 L on here, and I'm going to repaint it because this is just how I bought it. But yeah, it's just a standard M1A. It was made in about 2007 based off the serial number here, but it's pretty cool. It's my first M1A. I haven't shot one in a few years, but I'm excited to shoot this one. I'll probably shoot it this weekend. Probably won't do a video just because I want to get some rounds to it. But yeah, this will be the Randy Shugar modernized clone of his M1A. So I have that. And then a lot of the other soldiers in the movie are using M16A2s. This is an AR-15A2. This is an original Colt. And yeah, it has an A1 upper, but this is an AR-15A2 Sporter 2. So that's the configuration it came in. For those of you that watched my video where I added a light to it, if you're wondering what happened to that light, I have it right here. So I did a video where I put a old school mag light on here. And yeah, I have this piece from another 20-inch gun that I have. That one's actually probably more original because, oops, let me turn it off. Not original as in a Colt, but like this one's an actual A2. This is a Rock River match rifle, so it's a 20-inch with the A2 rear sight. But yeah, I just pulled that polymer off there so it looks more the part. But we won't talk too much about that. But yeah, I did do a light on that one, but for the video, I put this back on there. So yeah, this is what you see a lot of the guys using, and it's a great gun, lots of power, but I could not imagine using this like overnight. Like if you have to defend your position at night, like that's insane because no lights, just iron sights. And yeah, this is a very iconic gun, and I'm really happy I have one. I'd like to get like an old Colt SP1 too. That's just like the pre of this, but I don't know exactly when this one was made. It's an old one, but I don't know exactly how old. So those are the three, and then I have some other, like, I guess, honorable mentions that they don't really fit the whole movie or the battle. So I do have an HK MP5. It started out life as an SP5. I had it remarked to MP5, but this one did look like the Black Hawk Down MP5. They used an A3, so it had the very slim polymer handguard, but basically this stock. Mine had the triangular polymer handguard for a long time, but as soon as I found the Knights rails for it, I did that, and I'm actually doing the Sicario build on here. It does have an aim point comp M2, which is kind of a clone optic as well, but yeah, this no longer fits the vibe of the Black Hawk Down MP5, but it did at one point, and obviously MP5s are expensive, so at some point I might do another one, but yeah, gotta pick and choose, right? Like, I really like this with a red dot in the rail and everything, so yeah. But Mike Durant in the movie, he had an MP5 in the helicopter with him. So other one is the Beretta M9. Mine is modernized. This is an M9A3, which is way cooler than the all black standard one or the 92FS, but I don't have an all black M9. I would like to get an older one, but this is the only Beretta I have at the moment, and I like it. So again, not like movie era correct or battle era correct, but it's just a modernized M9. And then I actually have an old Colt 1911 because they would have had the 1911 A1s. I have an old school from 1918 Colt 1911. I actually just watched Grantham's video on his. His is serial number 400,000 something. Mine is serial number 264,000. So it's pretty cool to have like a really old one, but that is way before all this. But still, 106-year-old gun, and I'm pretty sure mine would still shoot flawlessly too. I actually want to shoot mine on a video for you guys. I just haven't done it yet. But yeah, so they were using Colts. They had Berettas. They had the HK MP5. Yeah, another one that I thought about is this one because they were fielded in Somalia. Sorry, I'll get back in the camera frame. These were being fielded in Somalia back in 1993. This one was made in 1993. This is a Knights Armament SR25, one of the first ones, with the original SR suppressor. So the suppressor was made in December of 93. The rifle was made in January of 93. So it was in Somalia at that time, but you obviously don't really see it in the Black Hawk Down, and very limited information on if these were actually used in the Battle of Mogadishu. Now my gun and suppressor are 31 years old, but everything else on here is modernized. So I have the original handguard for it. I need to get an original stock for it, just an A2 stock. And then I want to source a Leopold from 1993 as well. This one was made in like 2011, but yeah, SR25 suppressed. It's pre all the Mark 11s, M110 stuff like that, but this was made in 1993, so I think this does fit the vibe of that. But obviously, it's not really in there, so just wanted to show you guys that. But other than that, I am going to watch the movie tonight because I do enjoy watching this movie. So I like cloning the rifles from there, and again, the more people that get into this, the more we can keep these guns and these designs around. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for my next video.